We're Gina and Steven with Live Deeper 10X, and we're traveling the world one house sit at a time.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What you taking pictures of?
The quiet street.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
In probably an hour it's going to be hustle bustle.
Just because it's kind of fun, we're just gonna cross here.
Yeah. Woohoo! Let's make it happen. We are on our way to the Sahara Desert. We're heading to the Sahara Desert. This is going to be probably like the penultimate part of our trip in Morocco. We had such an amazing time at the sanctuary, so stay tuned as we head down into the Sahara, do a camel trek, stay in a Berber tent. There's so much to see. We look forward to sharing it with you. Don't record me yet because I don't know enough about it.
Okay, Gina's gonna give us the history
I'm
on
not.
the Game of Thrones.
No, I'm not. We're gonna have to wait.
It involves the girl with
Watch.
the dragons.
Watch.
I did see that part. So we're gonna get a short course in Game of Thrones. I don't remember it. I remember the first scene with the lady and the dragons, I think, because it's kind of an interesting scene.
She ends up freeing all of the slaves that were living in this city.
In the beginning?
Yeah, so she's...
No, that was like at the end.
No, that she built her army intentionally from this particular city. And then she stayed here for a very long time. And if I remember correctly... Okay. Here's the real story. For those of you that are fans of Game of Thrones, this is the location of season 3 where Daenerys Targaryen recruited her army of slaves to fight. So check out season 3. By the way, this is also the location of where they had at least 20 other films, several of which you are familiar with, including Gladiator, was filmed at this location. So must-see place to check out. It was a great place for us to stop on our way down to the Sahara Desert. There's an entire building that was created that was used for gladiators because the river behind us gets so high that the actors could not go back and forth, so they had to build a separate section for them to have as base camp in order for them to be able to stay in one location while they were filming here. So right now it's bone dry. I can't even imagine what it must look like when it's full.
We're kind of at the entrance to the Sahara. So when it rains, it floods because there's no vegetation really to slow those flows down. So the braided streams that are dry 99% of the time are fully awash when it does rain. What they do hope for is a lot of snow in the high Atlas, because then that will keep the streams full 3 or 4 months at a time, flowing non-stop. They construct their homes with the flat roof so that they can collect water on the surface, and the more rainfall they get, or the more efficient they are at collecting that on the roofs, the fewer times per day they have to walk the 5 kilometers to the nearest source of water.
ounce and I open my face just to pour it out. It's a waste. It's all just a waste. I'm waiting for, cause I've been rolling around city with a 40 ounce and I numb my face just to pour it out. It's a waste. It's all just a waste. I'm wasting for you. I don't know what happened, mix the workout with my leisure. Octane in a vessel with a bottle full of pleasure. Desk job, pull it up to the side and I just leg up.
We are in the desert looking at two very distinct Hollywood movie studios that they use here to film movies that are supposed to be in the Middle East. So what people don't know about Morocco is that it actually is a destination for a lot of movies that are made here. We obviously just came from a place where there were 40 different movies made, but then they also created movie studios. So behind us are actually two designed movie studios where they have filmed various movies over the years. We'll put down below which movies they've been filming here, but they do use these actually to this day. It's just really exciting to know that we are in the Hollywood capital of Morocco right now. So that over there is one, which you can tell is probably made for Lawrence of Arabia. And then this over here is probably for The Mummy. That's exactly right. Actually, The Mummy was filmed here. I can tell you for a fact because I read about it.
And look, that's those are very fancy Hollywood actors coming out of there right now.
So The Mummy was
in their
filmed
limousines.
there.
And then what are those like sphinxes on that building?
Yes, because that's where The Mummy was filmed. So they had to make it look like Egypt. How they did that with all the construction behind it, maybe they green screened
it.
Yep. So it's very kind of cool actually. Although when they were driving us in, I felt like they were going to drop us off in the middle of nowhere. So I'm glad that this tour is actually a legit tour because we kind of did it at the last minute. So just for recap, we are in Ozuwarte, which is we're going to be spending the night a little bit outside of it, and we are at an alcohol stop because obviously in a Muslim country you have to stop and get alcohol. He brought us water.
Thank you.
I'm so surprised. Thank you. See, Morocco kindness is everywhere. So in Marrakesh, or actually in Morocco, when you're driving, the solid line is really kind of optional. It doesn't really mean don't pass. They have dotted lines too, but they pass on those also. So just take your best shot. That's what it means. Our guide has decided to stop at his house so that we can all share in some tea. There was great success in visiting in Hassan's house. We had mint tea with almonds and a couple cookies and bread. In fact, it was just a cordial invitation into a Berber home, which, by the way, that particular home was a new home, and they actually have up to 26 family members that can stay there, but currently there's only 4 that live there. This is the Dades Valley Gorge. It's this beautiful canyon that's been carved out by the river that's down below. We're spending the night here tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're getting up and driving to the desert. Our end goal is to get into the Sahara Desert by tomorrow night before sunset. This is what we have to climb up. Say hello, Steven.
Hello, Steven.
And Fatima.
Apparently, cool little tower situation is our room for the night.
And I have to say, orange is my favorite color in the tower.
What?
Look out!
Wait, that's a whole door. Okay.
This is amazing. Okay, let's start that over again.
Good morning. It's very cold. It's like 40 something. We're gonna have a very exciting day in store. Lots of fun stops. I don't remember what they're going to include.
Possibly doing some sandboarding, although the last time Steven did sandboarding, it ended up with t-shirts wrapped around his feet. That's more for another time.
But we're gonna end up in the Sahara, take a camel ride to the Berber tents. Let down your hair. What's going on? We're in the, which valley?
We're in the Dades Valley Gorge.
Dades Valley Gorge.
We had the opportunity to actually sit in a Berber home and watch women who actually come from the mountains, who've only learned how to do Berber carpet weaving, and they actually live in a co-op with anywhere between 25 to 35 people in one home.
Beautiful carpets. If we had a home, we would get one.
We would get one.
This is Berber symbol.
Okay.
This is like the shadow we find in the mosque for good luck and good life. This is the eyes for the protection. This is the mean is the stars because as we move by astronomy, and this is the tattoo. Which woman is carpet is nomad woman, and that is promise between families to be all together. Yeah.
The artistry and just keeping that type of carpet making alive as a tradition is so important.
Just a beautiful experience this time at this time in Morocco, and being able to actually be a part of the Berber culture, which was just, so special.
1, 2, 3, say Taji! So we just stopped at this market and got some very fun pictures in the Sahara garb, which is got a long history, and it's... Do you want to get in there? No. Designed to keep you comfortable in the desert.
Next stop is the Sahara. Why is he talking?
What are you doing back there, G?
I'm great.
You liking it?
It's so great. It's so peaceful. It's so beautiful. It's like everything I thought it was going to be. And they're so sweet.
This is an Italian man. This is an Italian woman. I don't know what age they are, probably mid-70s. They came up and let us take their picture. He was speaking French. He did not speak any English. I couldn't say enough French, but he was Italian, so he spoke Spanish, and we figured it out.
Scott coming off the night, but I mean, it's really something. It's nothing I've ever touched before. This is living deeper.